Hi, I'm Jackie Hill, and I thought this would be a fun way of presenting to you details about my forthcoming boot camp to be held here at Platriere in France this coming September. Now, if you need to take the dates down for your diary or calendar, here they are. It's Saturday the 11th of September through to the 18th. But before I go into the content of the boot camp and explain to you what it's all about, I've made a couple of questions for you that I'd like you to consider. Are you happy and completely satisfied with your life at this moment in time? Are you on target for achieving your goals? Have you made any goals? Do you know what it is that you want to do with your life? If you answered no to those questions, then I'm assuming that you'll be very interested in what else I've got to share with you in this video. And if you answered yes to those questions, even so, I think it might be of interest to you to stay tuned, because perhaps there's some niggly part of your life, something that's still missing from your life. Maybe it's something you've always intended to do and never got round to doing it. Then I think you'll still find this information interesting. You know, life is short, isn't it? Time goes so quickly, and this is no dress rehearsal. And what we do with our lives is very, very important. And it matters. It matters to you because, after all, none of us want to die with a song left unsung in our hearts, do we? So let's crack on and what's in store with the rest of the video. Well, I will be presenting a couple of more videos after this with some more information over the next few days. So why have I chosen boot camp as opposed to workshops? Well, for starters, it's going to run for 7 days, which means it's quite intense and full of content. And I will be going in great depth about some of the things that I'll be sharing with you, and also teaching you about skills of accessing your subconscious mind, as well as skills in setting goals and so forth. Secondly, it's only intended for you if you are really, really serious about changing your life. If you think that or believe that this is the year that you need to grab hold of your life by the throat and get back into control, then I think this boot camp may be for you. The other thing you need to know is, at this point, is that I'm only taking 5 people. I've found over the years of running courses and seminars and workshops that with larger groups, it's not always possible for me to work in depth with any of them for any great length of time on their specific projects. And that's been rather frustrating for me, but also I feel that people would get more out of it if there was more time spent on their own individual project. So with this boot camp, I am looking at only taking 5 people. Now, what does it mean for you? Well, it means that you get more of my time, more of my attention, so that's good. But it also means that if at the end of this series of presentations you find or you decide that this boot camp is for you, then you will need to act quickly, as places will only be offered on a first come, first served basis. So I think it's only fair to tell you that right now at the start. And at this point, I also think it's only fair to tell you that most training seminars and workshops don't work. They simply do not work. And I hear you say, well, why is she saying that when she's going to be training herself? Well, I'll give you the answer. Let me explain. Just think for a moment, how much do you remember about the last seminar or training conference or workshop that you attended? And more importantly, how much have you implemented into your life, into your work? What actions did you take from your action plan? I mean, I'm guessing they were well intended at the time, but really, how effective was that training in your life? How much can you remember? My guess is very little. True? It was for me. This is because most training programs do not deal with what is known as the Ebbinghaus curve of forgetting. Now let me explain. Ebbinghaus was a researcher in 1885, a psychologist, who studied the relationship between time and memory. And his conclusions was that information is lost very, very quickly after a short time after it is learned. This is why often from seminars and workshops, etc., there's no retention of that information after a period of time. Now, with this principle in mind, in all my trainings, I include a proven strategy to deal with this effect. And that means for you that your investment in learning is fully retained. You'll be able to access it fully any time in the future, long after the training is over. Intrigued? I'll tell you more about it later, and you'll find that it is very, very effective. So what can you expect from attending this bootcamp? Well, firstly, it's about discovering your purpose in life. What is it that you really feel that you need to do? Your desire, your dream. What is it that is authentically you? What is it that will bring you into that deep feeling of fulfillment and purpose? This is about taking your dream and turning it into a vision for action. Dreams are okay, but they are for free. They require no work, no effort, and they are for people who sleep. Having a vision, however, is tangible. It has reality embedded into it. It requires planning, it requires effort. It is this vision that you'll attain for your life, and it's that vision that you and I will work on together. Just underneath this video, you'll see that there are some of the other things that you'll be covering on at Bootcamp, and I'll go into a little more detail about some of those in the next forthcoming videos. So have a look at those, and in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. It's been a pleasure to share this with you, and in the meantime, take care. And P.S. don't forget to write those dates in the diary now. See you soon. Bye.